Greetings everyone from the White Mountains of Arizona, back with another channeling video for you today. This is going to be a fun one. Tara and I are out for a morning stroll and it's channeling time. It's a beautiful morning here today. We expected to get up to 93, 94 today, so we like to go out in the mornings, but you don't care about that. You care about Arcturians. Yes. It's happening, folks. The awakening is coming. That means we're going to have to wake up to our place in the universe, in the cosmos, which means understanding that we are not alone. And so Tara and I wanted to bring information on the races that we're familiar with. I don't know if we call them races, but whatever they're called. Groups, as we learned from the Lyrians, they like to be called. What we know of the Arcturians, I don't know much. I've had maybe an encounter or two in meditation with them, but we're going to learn a lot here today. At least I am. They appear as blue-skinned humanoids, from what I understand. But if you are well versed in the Arcturians, then please leave some comments for us. We're going to ask as many questions as we can here today to get some answers. We'll see what Tara picks up on, who or what she picks up on, and I've got some climbing to do. Okay, let's do this very carefully. Very carefully.
Okay.
All right, you got a connection?
Yes.
Who are we connected to here today?
They say they're the Arcturian unit, and they're standing in a V formation with one side being bright blue and the other side being bright white.
Okay, does this represent their polarity?
They say, yes, we're one.
You're one with sides, as we would understand that.
Yes.
What vibrational frequency does your consciousness lay?
Bodies at 7, the rest at 8.
Okay. Do you have a homeland?
You can see it in 4D.
It's a star we can see in 4D?
Yes. It would be a star that you could see here, but we're not on that star. We are on the 4D aspect of that star. This is why your 3D instruments cannot see us.
Well, also you're in a much higher frequency.
There are frequencies that can be seen in this realm that are not necessarily from this realm.
Oh, can you give us an example of a frequency outside of this realm that we can see?
You've often seen them shifting, shape shifting. Sometimes you see them as human, sometimes you don't. But you still see a form that is not human, a 4D form. Other times, some have witnessed with their 3D eyes, albeit in conjunction with their 4D eye, your own higher selves, also known as spirits.
What we would call ghosts?
Yes.
So what we consider ghosts, we're seeing the higher selves of a 3D entity?
In a very simplistic form, yes.
To make it a little more complex, is it like an ego impression of the being?
Sometimes, sometimes not.
Sometimes it's the full higher self.
Yes, but with your physical mind the way it is, would not be able to comprehend in some the higher self form of that person. So they take on a mask, so to speak, of their 3D self so that you will, quote, recognize them, end quote.
So they want to appear to us.
Yes,
To what end? Do they all have different motives?
different motives.
Some are lower frequency and some are higher frequency.
And some are a combination of the two and neither of the two.
Hmm. After the Kurt Cobain channeling, I felt Kurt Cobain's energy heavily for a week after that. It was very low vibrational, but also high vibrational at the same time. Excuse me.
You had set the intention to connect with this person whose portion of self still resides in this sphere. This entity, human, has resided around many, but many are not always able to pick up that frequency unless they set the intention to connect, whether at a conscious level or subconscious level. You set your intention, therefore, you felt both polarities of that being at once, and it seemed all of a sudden.
My perception of it was that he was trying to show me what it felt like to resonate at his vibration so that I would move away from it. Is that accurate?
Yes, hence seeing both polarities of the person. Here is something for you to think about. When you witness a being outside of 3D, and many would be startled to see something what appears to be not of this planet, although that is not entirely accurate, or they see a spirit. How you view the situation is based on the polarity you are vibrating at, but doesn't necessarily mean that is the polarity that you are, so to speak. So if you come across a spirit and you are frightened and you see it as evil or demonic, which is an interesting term as well, then what is vibrating in you that you can only see that polarity? It must be the amount of fear one possesses. Some would see a spirit and be in awe. They'd have wonder, curiosity, lack of fear. This is neither good nor bad, just the frequency at which they are vibrating. So it's within your fears, the things that you hesitate, the things that you shy away from. And there you see your polarity in which you are vibrating in that moment. So, in essence, fear is a warning light, but not in the way you expect. It's telling you to shift gears. You're vibrating in negativity.
That's beautiful. All things are balanced in the universe. It's your perception of it that makes it a polarity. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Thus, you create your polarity. What you start off as is neutral. You woke up this morning neutral, and it was your fears and your light that determined how you perceived every second of your morning. If you saw things as frustrating, then you are vibrating at a somewhat negative polarity in that moment. And you ask yourself why. And now that you have this power of knowledge, you shift gears into the polarity you wish to continue the rest of your day. So fear is not your enemy, so to speak, but you're using it to your advantage, your strength. Fear is only showing you your vibration in that moment. And if you have taken your neutral self and brought it to a negative vibration or polarity, then that means you can also do the opposite. Take it to a light vibration or polarity.
What if one seeks balance between the two?
You can do that as well, in which case you would experience the extremes of both polarities and decide to walk the quote-unquote middle path.
So balance is being intimately aware with both extremes.
Yes,
Not negating them, not ignoring them, but being intimate with them.
correct.
Great information, and you put it so eloquently too. Can you tell us more about the Arcturians?
It's a long, complicated process, but there is a reason we have a fondness for your species. For in a way, you are our brothers and sisters. And it is this kinship connection that we wish to connect and help you. But understand that we embrace our polarities. And since you choose in each moment to vibrate at a particular polarity, not all are aware of us. And also, not all wish to work with us. They might see us as evil or bad, but this is merely based on your polarity perception in the moment. Many of us see us as good, as helping, and that is their polarity perception in the moment. In reality, we are both of those halves. We are good as you would see it, bad as you see it, and almost nonchalant. But we are all of these. And it is in this multi-sided polarity that we feel we can help you best while still allowing you to attain and keep your free will. You choose whether you would like to work with us or not, as we present ourselves in all polarities. This gives you not only your free will choice, but also our desire to help free your species.
In what ways have you hindered humanity?
By creating what you might see darkness. When those are encountering their greatest fears, darknesses, on a global and societal level, not just individual, but a global level, they see an injustice, a darkness spreading. Fear is brought up inside of them, and now they are forced to make decisions consciously and subconsciously. Many would see this as the darkness coming. Something evil is out there. And yet it is a part of us. We wouldn't say it was our idea, but we latched onto that energy's idea in order to help you to flip your polarity.
So, have you aided in the control system here on Earth?
Yes,
And you did it so that we could learn and grow?
yes, you get to choose. I will fall into this darkness as I resonate in it, or I move away from this darkness and create light.
Did we ask for your help?
Yes,
The collective asked for your help?
the collective. As I said, we have a kinship of sorts.
But if the collective is unaware of you as a whole, how could we ask for your help?
If the one knows, the all knows.
Ah. So, in this way, you haven't violated our free will by enslaving us.
Correct. We would say that understanding human free will is a prized topic of ours.
But even if we ask for your help, wouldn't it be better for us to learn on our own?
This is why we offer you choice. You don't have to accept our help. We are just a part of all of the energies playing here on this plane, and you choose, as you would say, your own adventure.
I understand that on some level I chose this adventure, but wouldn't... Give me a second here. How do I say this? Wouldn't that be a violation to determine what adventure I can choose from? Enslavement doesn't seem like a choice.
It's not all of our doing. We are piggybacking. We have not created anything, so to speak. Those were others. But we can piggyback on certain energies and up the intensity, so to speak. And you choose from there. It was an option that was going to be available to you anyway. We just made it more clear.
So you didn't create this control system, you just made it more powerful.
If that's how you view it.
Well, I'm trying to understand. How do you view it?
That all options are as clear as can be. And now you get to choose. But we did not create those options.
Okay.
You did in a co-creation.
Okay. How have you assisted humanity?
It is the same, but opposite. The events people see as light, as the light is winning, as if it were a game. Some see it that way. Then you are choosing that polarity. Again, we don't see either dark or light as good or bad, but merely choices. Choices that your soul, perhaps ego, are content with. We really don't see the good and the bad. And I know this is a difficult concept for you, but it's one we are trying to help illuminate in the already present options so that you can understand it and perhaps begin to move away from polarity. But this is your choice. Again, not an option recreated, but we are illuminating that for you.
Okay. Do you share genetics with humans?
On an energetic level.
Right. Because the images I've seen in the 3D of you is very humanoid.
Yes.
You look human. Why do we look so similar? If that is how you look or appear to us.
Many of the entities you've come across and how your human mind has decided it looks. Therefore, it follows into the subconscious, and now the collective has decided that is how that grouping of energy looks. If we're going to go into a looks category, our look is based on the coming together of consciousnesses. And at a time, and I cannot say past or future, we came together. And instead of coming together like you would two people to create a baby, for us it's not physical, it's energetic. The human consciousness became at the same frequency as another's consciousness. The two melded together, decided that they were better together, melded in with other consciousnesses, and became a whole new consciousness, hence the Arcturian race, or any race or grouping of beings that you come across. They're all meldings of consciousnesses that have come together to create something new. This is happening at the same rate as your, well, we call them cells. Cells live and die.
So can you give us some insight in how humans were created? What was the melding there?
This melding was being able to take energy, certain consciousnesses that were floating around, so to speak, going about their day. They take some of these consciousnesses, mix them in with, let's say, their own consciousness, mix in a little of their friends, and see what we come up with. And let's take a substance known as 3D, put it together. What was born eventually are the brothers and sisters you see on your planet today. Not all are a original melding like this, because you cannot contain consciousness. So eventually the energy spread to other areas and to other things and became a beautiful rainbow of species today. Some with the original quote unquote mix, some that have been created through what might be considered evolution.
It adapted.
Yes.
So are animals part of this adaptation?
Yes. This is why many would say the animals and the plants are them. They are you, but a different adaptation. They evolved differently. The tree is still very much a human consciousness as well as many others, but evolved into what you see as the plant or the tree. The same is said with animals, with rocks. Anything on this planet is an evolution of you.
Okay, so what message would you have for those wishing to connect with and work with Arcturian energy?
Set the intention. Be very clear on your intention. Instead of a broad, I would just like your help, you would like our help with what? In what polarity would you like to receive our help?
Ooh.
What polarity would you like that to be illuminated? You say, I want to be free of the matrix. That is what I want help with. But you didn't state if you wanted to be free of the matrix in darkness or in light, or neither. Be very clear.
So you guys are all about choice and being specific with that choice.
That is the human aspect of us.
What message would you have for those who are fearful of Arcturian energy?
It's just a time to ask yourself, why? If the information that you are hearing is true, and we are part of you, then that means you fear a part of yourself. Why do you fear this part of yourself? Your answer is neither good nor bad, but it just is. And you can continue on that fearful polarity, or you can change your perspective. The choice is up to you. We will be light or dark, as we know it helps you. We don't mind how you perceive us.
Well, that's about all we have time for. We thank you for communicating with us. We love you. Do you have any last message to our viewers or to humans in general?
Those who work with numbers, the time 999 is coming and is here. Ugh. Oh, itchy, itchy.
Itchy, itchy.
Ooh,
Okay.
ow. It crunched my hand.
Oh, not again.
I don't know when I channel, I like grip so tightly. I'm like, ah.
Well, they seem to have both extremes of polarity there.
Whoa, yeah. Whoa, my vision's very blurry right now.
Okay,
But
take some time. Take some time.
yeah, they were, I don't know. All I could see them was I continued just to see them in this like V shape where like there was blue over here and white over here, and they just kind of spoke as one, both halves, and um, it was like just very matter of fact. Like that's just how it is. Like,
Well,
we're the good guy and the bad guy depending on how you see us.
yeah, they're eighth dimensional, so obviously they're gonna appear very strange to us. But yeah, just that's the thing I'm gonna have to grapple with is how they could enslave a race, a being, an entity, whatever it is, and then help them free themselves. It just seems weird. Why go through all the effort? Just let us be, you know? But I guess they say we asked for it,
Yeah, if
so
we asked for it, then maybe it's a huge lesson we're meant to level up on.
maybe the question is, why do we ask for this?
I don't know.
I think there's other ways to learn than being
Like
enslaved
the
to some.
best lesson would be for me to be a slave to free myself. And then, I don't know, maybe that is a good lesson.
Well, it's a weird lesson because you're a slave, but all you have to do is decide, nah, and then all of a sudden you're not a slave. So
Well, that's the thing, too. Maybe just to realize it
yeah,
that, nobody governs me.
I mean, look around you. This place is weird. It's a weird place.
Yeah,
It's
well,
crazy.
we're weird people. And I guess if the whole place is us, then I guess that's just a reflection of our weirdness.
You're trying to tell me this is all real. This is the dream.
Yeah.
This is the dream, guys. Anyway, if you have anything to say about the Arcturians, we would love to hear it. If you have questions for future channelings, love to hear that.
Yes.
Like, share, and subscribe, no doubt.
Yep. And hey, check out my website, kittensweetsandtarot.com. Have channeling readings on there, one-on-one direct channeling readings, which looks just like what we're doing here. So James is asking questions, except you would be the one asking questions while I channel the being of your choice.
And if you really enjoyed this, check out the playlist because there's about 50 something, 60 videos just like this one.
Yeah.
And for every interest, really.
So yeah, let us know any ideas that you have or questions for future channelings.
All right.
All right. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.